가장 낮은 경기를 진행하게 되는데요. 여러분 그런 만큼 끝까지 관심의 흐름을 놓지 말고 함께해 주시기 바랍니다.
Today, Top 30 is the only company in the world able to design, produce, set up and manage a top-level competition. Everything within the same company, everything with the trustworthiness and professionalism that an official competition requires.
곧 있으면 경기가 시작됩니다. 잠시 후 준결승 경기가 시작되는데요. 아직 오지 않으신 분들, 주변에 알릴 수 있는 분들 최대한 많이 알리셔서 국제대회 정말 자랑스러운 스포츠 클라이밍 월드컵에 함께할 수 있도록 여러분의 많은 홍보와 응원 부탁드립니다.
Well, hello and welcome to Mokpo in South Korea for the second of 3 IFSC World Cups here in Asia. We're just about to start with the semi-finals. They're about to come out just over here. We've got the 2 routes about to start, men's and women's simultaneously climbing here. We're going to be live in HD around the world. If you were just waking up and watching the replays, you've missed a great semi-finals. I can predict that already from the category of climbers we have about to start climbing. The climbers, we've got about a few minutes just to start. Let's just have a look at who is on the start lists. So we'll just come up, bring them up for you. So, and the men's semi-finalists, this is how they will start. And Dungan Lee is out on the wall first, and we're going to go straight to him now. They've started just on time. And we'll cut away from these graphics and we'll go straight into our first 2 climbers. There you can see them out on the wall. So the first of 3 Koreans in a row to start on the men's routes. Dungan Lee on the left-hand side.
Everything within the same company. Everything with the trustworthiness and professionalism official competition requires.
And on the right-hand side, a girl from Indonesia. So we've got 26 athletes from each discipline here. from each category, male and female, about to start the semi-finals. We are live with you in South Korea. The cameramen just getting used to the new position, so just bear with us for a second. A few tweaks as they get used to the routes. They have not had a chance to see the routes.
여러분 보고 계시는 왼쪽 경기벽이 남자 선수들을 위한 루트고요. 오른쪽 경기벽이 여자 선수들이 올라가는 루트입니다. 현재 인도네시아 선수와 한국 남자 선수가 열심히 올라가고 있습니다. 여러분 함께하고 계시는 2012 IFSC 스포츠 클라이밍 월드컵은 국제 스포츠 클라이밍 연맹, 산악연맹에서 주최하고 목포시 전라남도 산악연맹에서 진행하고 있습니다. 또한 1978년 창립되어 세계로 뻗어가는 우리나라의 소속 브랜드 이번기의 공식 후원을 받고 있습니다.
So these routes, they're climbing on the central wall here in Korea. It's a 15-meter high wall with a 30-meter overhang. The central part of the route it's actually about a 45-degree angle, which then moves into a almost horizontal roof section of the route. That 45 angle section was just where Jodong Lee just fell, and that is the start where the route starts to get a little bit harder. You can see on the right hand side as well on the women's route, that's about the same size, same part that they both fell there. Now is the last to complete, the lowest who completed the qualifications will start first in the semi-finals. So the highest who seeded yesterday from the qualifications will be starting last in today's competition.
남자 선수는 한국의 김홍일 선수, 여자 선수 한국의 조혜미 선수가 곧 경기를 진행하게 됩니다.
Live and direct, Freestyle Fellowship, Temptation.
So here you can see the two routes. On the left hand side with the black volumes and the blue volumes, that's the men's route. And the two yellow volumes with the red on the right hand side, that'll be the women's route towards the top. So our next two climbers are straight out.
Your right side, 조혜미 from Korea.
Now both routes are set quite similar for male and female. There's 52 holds on the men's route and 51 on the red for the women's route. Both the routes start through the centre of the wall, moving quite straight towards the top of the roof, and then they filter out to the right hand side and left hand side of the walls to reach the top, almost where the qualification routes were finishing yesterday. It's a combination of moves being used here for these routes. A lot more volumes are put in place in the men's route. Yesterday's qualification routes did not have as many volumes to contend with, more crimpy holds. So it's got a little bit more of a different challenge, of different style of climbing for these climbers in the men's route. The women's had quite a few volumes on their qualification route, so here they've got less volumes on the actual routes, but the standard of routes is a little bit harder from yesterday. Good morning to wherever you are in Asia. Good evening to everybody in the rest of the world. If you're joining us live, you can watch it in HD, or if you're having any trouble, you can go to click on the link below the live webcast stream, and you'll have an SD feed if you're having any trouble watching us wherever you are in the world. Hello from Canada, climb hard. Parla, in the live chat, he's saying he's having trouble to see in Europe. Can you just make sure you're clicking on the right link? We're at IFSC.tv. We are live in HD, and we know we are live in Europe because we have support looking out for us. As our first climber, second climber, Kim Hung-il just falls there. Around the same level as his compatriot, just 2 moves further up. Cho Ha-mi from Korea on the women's route. She's approaching the end. I'm going to stop talking about the climbers, I think, and let them climb, because every time I mention them, they're falling. Now you can see a crane there inside our shot. We're going to be hopefully getting television footage from the local television company here for the finals. Looking forward to bringing you some fantastic coverage with some instant replays later on this evening for the finals.
역시 다음으로 진행되는 여자 선수 역시도 한국 선수입니다. 한국의 김소라 선수. Here right side, 김소라 from Korea. 그동안 예측답게 많은 선수들이 동점을 거두어주었습니다. 이번 정결승에도 1명의 남자 선수와 1명의 남자 선수가 5명의 여자 선수들과 박수로 함께 보내주시기 바랍니다.
Still saying damn to a Ronnie said a week ago. Don't have to ask the black girls, you know the support they get from a maxi pad. Blame me, slay me, you got problems. You get hands up, just like bell bottoms. I'll pick a rhyme like a game of pick a can. Heads are flying, just like Peter Pan. Run doubtful, rhymes unbeatable. Run tough, I'll handcuff, need a two. Rolls I take none, slaughter from day one. And when I'm through, they'll be calling you great son. That's half a 3-1, great to me one. Rhymes like villagers, rhyme like a sheep gun. You great rappers, I do it the easy way. Put in the street like an AFPCA. All day to try and get it, get wicked, no finesse. What's up? Yo, kick it. I make and make funky rhymes for a high take. Brothers try to get with finesse, but they lightweight. I make and make funky rhymes for a high take. Brothers try to get with finesse, but they lightweight. I make and make funky rhymes for a high take. Brothers try to get with finesse, but they lightweight. I beat the teach just like the man Falcon. He's the one on the mic, cross the marathon. Motherfuckers who dare try to get with me. I like to ass up, yo, just like the Christmas tree. And a battle, you better pray for help. Straight up and down, true. Don't even play yourself. Finesse in effect with the fly shit. I'm 19 crazy nights, I'm on fire, make me play low. As soon as I say so, they ain't try to hang, but that's okay though. I'm the man that works hard for my cash flow.
So good evening to our fans in Europe. This is great to have you guys on board. Apologies if you're having trouble watching us from Germany and some other countries of China who actually ban live coverage from the YouTube, but we do have this backup stream to our 24/7 website, which provides full coverage in SD. It's the same camera shots, just at a lower resolution for you guys who cannot watch these HD versions around the world. So our third male climber falls. Now, bear in mind, don't judge these routes too early. We still have our best climbers still to come. There's 26 men and 26 women all taking part here in the semi-finals. And we'll be sure to see 1 or 2 tops from each route if the routes are set well. And judging on yesterday's routes, they're set very well. If you did miss yesterday's qualifications, you can watch that on the IFSC YouTube channel. One of the big things that we're trying to push here this year is for IFSC, the main federation for sport climbing. We're pushing to get into the Olympics for 2020. And to back this, you need to go to the Facebook page of sport climbing. Like that page, follow all the information that we send you. You go to the link on that page today and back our vote to get into the Olympics. There's a sport media website asking for votes of all sports fans which sports should get into the Olympics. Click on there and vote IFSC Sport Climbing.
남녀 각각 26명씩의 선수 중에 현재 남자도 4번째 선수, 여자도 4번째 선수가 경기를 진행하고 있습니다. IFSC 목포 스포츠클라이밍 월드컵 마지막 날입니다. 난이도 준결승, 결승을 남겨두고 있습니다. 현재 여러분이 함께하고 계시는 경기는 남녀 난이도 준결승 경기입니다. 네, 조승훈 선수 경기 마쳤습니다. 조승훈 선수에게 큰 박수 보내주시기 바랍니다.
So Anastasia Salamina from Russia here on the wall. Only 18 years of age. Great start for her in this World Cup competition. She won't make the finals, but it's nice for her to experience competing on the World Cup circuit. Daisuke Kasara from Japan, our first of 4 Japanese male climbers. Sorry, 5 Japanese climbers starting here on the men's route. Great to see the Japanese back in this IFSC World Cup competition after missing last week in Xining. Now, who in the chat, and if you're not in the chat and you're live on the YouTube channel, you can go over to the IFSC TV website if you're watching us live for the live chat option. Who do you think is going to win these finals, these semi-finals? Who's going to qualify and who's going to win? I'm going to put a few cards down. I'm going to fancy Kim Jae-in, Amelia Markovic, Jana Ernst, Momoka Oda and Akira Noguchi. They're my top 5 women. In the men's, Sachiyama, welcome back to him. I think he's going to do well. Ramon Julien Poublanc, I think he's got a lot to prove after a terrible final last week. He'll be there. Obviously, Jakob Schubert, Sean McCall and Jörg Verhoeven. They're my top 5 for the men. Get in the chat, let me know who you think, who will be taking the medals. Tell me what you think. Hello to Rai Rai over in California. I'm not quite sure of your name. If you let me know your name in the chat, then I'll be able to address you properly, but Rai Rai works. Have I tried the food over here in Korea? Yes, I have. The food is beautiful over here in Korea. I had a Burger King, I had a pizza, and I've also tried the local cuisine. The local cuisine is also very nice. I do get to travel around the world with the IFSC tour and try all cultures of cuisine. Some I like, some I dislike. But the hospitality that we've been provided on all the World Cup stops this year have been fantastic. And a big thank you to every federation that's looked after me this year. Myself and our team. So, Daisuke Kasara from Japan. 24 years of age, making a good start here. Now he's just approaching, this black volume is the start of the almost horizontal roof section on the route for these 2 climbers. The route is a 30-meter overhang from the base to the top, and this section here is about 3 meters long. You can't actually tell the angle from the screenshot, but if you just look at the chalk bag, for example, you can see the actual effect that it's having on the climbers. They're climbing upside down, vertically across. You can hear him screaming. Look at the tension on his arms. It's fun. It's amazing to see. And that's a great start. So that's our first climber to get that far into the roof section on the men's route. Hugging Lee on the women's section from Taipei. Great to see 21 different nations competing here in the IFSC World Cup. It's our second of 3 World Cups here live in Asia. Off to Japan next week to also try their cuisine. I'm sure plenty of sushi will be on the cards there. So I hope you're enjoying this HD coverage. We're lucky to have one of the best internets here in the world in Korea. And we endeavour to bring you the best webcasts for wherever we are, internet providing. Now, next out, Kim Yabi from Korea, the older brother of Kim Jae-in. So, 2 Kims on the wall, not related. Popular name, family name over here in Korea. Kim Jae-bi on the men's route. Approaching the slab section, the steepest slab for the horizontal roof section. There's 52 holes on the men's route, 51 on the women's route. So nice, shorter routes than we've had in some World competitions, and I think really gets to see the exciting moves set by the route setters. If you're liking the music, this DJ was DJing in a club yesterday morning in Seoul, drove through the night to be here all day yesterday with us live, and he'll be DJing tomorrow night after this event here. He was driving back, he's back on the floor, spinning the 1s and 2s. I think the tunes are really good here for the climbers. Nice, upbeat. Attractive music. What do you think of the music in the chat? Let me know. Well, I'm sure we'll be hearing Gangnam Style at some point today, but hopefully not too much. So, Kim Jae-bi now. He's at this black volume, the start of the roof section. There you can see the route. He's going to go up to the blue volumes and round to the left-hand side, On the women's route, you can see on the right-hand side was the red volumes, and that'll go to the right-hand side. And there goes Kim Jae. Okay, Vegeta Nadia Pachuri from Indonesia on the women's route. Now it's a beautiful sunny morning here in Korea. Temperatures, it's already feeling about 15, 16 degrees. And the sun has only been above the mountains for about 2.5, 3 hours. I'd say mountains, more like hills, considering where we've been this year. Small little hills. But what a beautiful location and another beautiful setting for yet another IFSC World Cup. We came for the 2,500 meters last week in Jining. High altitude, and we're now probably only 100 meters above sea level here in Korea. Totally different climate. As Shibata Masaki from Japan joins the party. So another question in from the chat. If you watched the opening ceremony the other day, you would have seen Iranians were welcomed and introduced to the competition. There were a couple of Iranian athletes who had applied to take part and entered, but for unknown reasons they did not actually make it over to Korea, and therefore before the competition opening ceremony was corrected, the script had been written and the translation had not been changed, so they were introduced with no athletes actually here attending. So some of these happened, errors will occur. This is live coverage and uninterrupted, so you can expect little mistakes like that to be made in a live translated broadcast. It was a fantastic opening ceremony for a World Cup competition. Fireworks, welcoming athletes, live pop music from the up-and-coming sports band here in Korea. You can, if you missed it, you can catch that on the YouTube channel as well. You can see the athletes welcomed in and paraded across the stage. Jenny Lovato now on the wall. Last to climb last night on the semi-finals. sorry, on the qualifications on Route 2. Not had strongest of seasons. She has also competed in the bouldering a couple of competitions this year, but does prefer to climb lead.
네, 왼쪽 남자 루트 19번 일본의 코코로 후지 선수입니다. On your left side, Kokoro Fuji from Japan.
Fuji Kokoro on the left-hand side on the men's route. Jane Nevada just taking a rest on the right.
네, 지금 오른쪽에 제니 라바르타 선수 경기 마쳤습니다. 네, 다음으로는 오스트리아의 바바라 바커 선수가 경기 진행하겠습니다. 오른쪽 여자 루트.
So, what are the vibes in the chat? What are people predicting? Who are people predicting to make the finals? And who will win this IFSC World Cup here in Asia?
지금 왼쪽 남자 루트 경기 시작하기 위해서 네덜란드의 요르 벨호벤 선수 나왔습니다. On your left side, Europe Verhoeven from the Netherlands.
So, Jorg Verhoeven on the left-hand side, Barbara Bakker on the right. Cameraman just losing track of her. Now, we spoke to Jorg yesterday, and agreed in the chat that we think a bad workman blames his tools. He was mentioning that the air here is quite salty, which makes the hole slippery. Yeah, somebody also put in the chat that the youth climbers in Singapore, who are only 20 meters from the sea, with a much more saltier air, had no problems with their holds. So let's see if Jorg, we'll interview him later and see what he blames it on today, if he does not fail to top. Let's hope he does. And also, Jorg is also banned from future chats because, as Ryan pointed out, he used a naughty word live on the interview. And I've been in contact with Frankbot and made sure that Jorg, if he signs in, he will not be allowed to chat to you guys. We keep it clean here on IFSC.tv. I see Pierrot saying Akira Noguchi would be good to see on the podium. I think she's going to be my outside bet for bronze medal. Kim Jae-in, Mina Markovic and Akira Noguchi, I think. Or it could be Akira or Momoka Oda for third, or even Johanna Ernst. That's where the women's podiums, I think, will lie as Barbara Bakker comes off. Johanna Ernst, though, has had a fantastic season. She took the gold last week. And that was her 5th medal this year. She cut silver in Briançon and in pairs, and bronze in IMST and at the World Championships. She's definitely back on form after a couple of not so great seasons since 2009 when she was world champion. So Jorg doing very well here on the wall. He's up to the end of the roof section. This is great to see. Jorg, one of my top 5 to get to the final. Just having trouble there. Just having trouble at that end of that roof section, moving on to the last slab. Ayaka Taikuchi.
여러분은 지금 2012년 목포에서 열리는 스포츠 클라이밍 월드컵을 보고 계십니다.
지금 왼쪽에서 경기 준비하고 있는 선수 프랑스의 토마스 발레 선수입니다. On your left side, Thomas Ballet from France.
Thomas Ballet starting now for the men's.
We are watching the 2012 IFSC World Climbing World Cup in Mokpo, South Korea.
It's for you. It's for you. Yeah, for all my street niggas. Feel it. On the count of three, say fuck the police. 1, 2, 3, fuck the police. Yeah, fuck a party nigga. Damn right.
준결승에 진행하는 26명, 여자 26명의 선수 중 각각 8명의 선수가 경기를 치르고
See,
있습니다.
now we got these fake cops. They thought they had a gun. Made a mistake, cops. I hate cops. Turn on the TV. Is this another cop? Busted for illegal business. They got control. They got it in mind. They bully you over. They hopping inside. Just know you got drugs. You know you got guns. And they know when they mad, but they can't find none. Stupid. Don't you know that you've been in the stash box? The EV in the need. Keep it in. We need to finish.
네, 앞에서 김 선수에게 큰 격려의 말씀을 부탁드립니다.
Don't hold back. Don't let go. Don't say damn. Just say whoa.
IFSC 스포츠 클라이밍 월드컵 난이도 준결승 경기를 함께하고 있습니다.
1, 2, 3.
It is semi-final of this competition. 2012 IFSC Mokpo Sports Climbing World Cup.
The whole team, nigga. Deal with the flows and deal with the beats. Deal with the rope and it's over. Over all these. The reason we hold things still.
Just while we're underway watching Thomas Ballet, I've just found Yabi Kim Yabi. How was your climb?
It was nice. Route was very funny, interesting. Yeah, I loved it.
It's a fantastic competition you have here in Korea. Are you pleased with the route setting?
Sorry?
Are you pleased with the route setting?
No. Yeah, it's different team.
Do you like the routes?
Yes, I love this.
Okay. I found it quite hard to interview there. It's very loud here out in the open. I'll try and get some more interview guys for you guys as the climbers come off the wall. Do get your questions into me and I'll try and forward them on to the athletes. As you watch Maya Vidmar start on the women's route on the right hand side.
선수가 얼마나 높이까지
And
올라갔는지
Thomas Ballet now hitting that roof section which I've been mentioning earlier. Well, Damon Skofic on the wall here on the left-hand side. Mathilde Beaumange. Apologies for the lack of commentary there, just arranging television footage for the finals, hopefully getting live television footage from the local cameras, which will get the crane camera for you, and hopefully some instant replays. That's all to come live in HD later on today for the finals. If you're up watching in Europe, you can get a few hours kip and wake up early again for the finals. They start at 5 PM here in Korea, not Central European time.
여러분 박수로 축하해 주시기 바랍니다. 정말 어려운 구간을 정말 힘겹게 투과했습니다. 정말 멋진 경기 모습 보여주셨습니다. 오른쪽 여자 루트에 벨기에 마틴 브루그너 선수 경기 진행하고 있고요. 잠시 후 왼쪽에서 한국의 박지환 선수가 경기를 시작하겠습니다. 네, 여러분 한국의 박지환 선수입니다. 박수로 환영해 주시기 바랍니다. Your left side, Park Ji-hwan from Korea. 빅번호 36번 한국의 박지환 선수, 총 26명의 선수 중 12번째 선수.
Okay, so one of the questions in the chat, I've just been and spoke to the route setter. What grades are these? On the men's, we've got an 8C route setting from Simon Mangor of Slovenia. Simon Moga. And Mathilde Beaumange on the women's route. She's climbing an 8B plus route. They're climbing this wall, purpose-built for this World Cup competition. Korea have spent over $2 million purpose-building this venue at the top of this small hill in Korea. Overlooks this town, port town of Mokpo, and will be hosting World Cups from years to come. The wall is absolutely fantastic. It's a 15-metre high wall with a 30-metre overhang. Mathilde Beaumange, she's now at the roof section on the women's section. It's almost horizontal here for about 4 metres. That red volume she approaches now is coming to the end of that section. You can see there on that camera just how steep the actual wall is. She then will be climbing, if she makes it, up to the slab section over to the right hand side where the women's qualifications route 1 took place yesterday, and that'll be the finish. Park Ji-hwan from Korea. He's about 1/3 of the way up his climb. Good climb there from Matilda from Belgium. Now 8 of the athletes here and the top 26 will go through to the finals. And we've got 14 more women to climb. And 14 more men after Park completes his climb. So far, Jörg Verhoeven, one of the highest to reach on the men's route. I've just come and sat into the athletes compound. Domin Skofic, how was your climb?
Hey, yeah, it was okay. I started really good, and also the knee bar that I found was pretty good, so I could relax. And yeah, then I was climbing really good, like with no mistakes, but then I made a really stupid one. From the pocket I could easily clip if I would put my heel, but I don't know what went wrong. I thought I could clip from another one when I was here, but when I was here I said, oh, maybe I will get short for this move, I'd rather do this move, and then the draw was too far and I did 2 more moves, but they won't count it, I think, because
you did not clip.
Yeah.
Okay. So on this route, where you climbed up to, what is the hardest part? Obviously, if you clipped earlier, you could have carried on. Where do you see the problem lies?
Yeah, I think the hardest part for me was to match the hold where you have the big one and then 3 more, you see.
Okay, the second black volume, at the start of the roof section.
The left of the first black volume, like the big black volume. It was, for me, it was hard to match, I don't know. But from there on, it was pretty easy for me, I don't know.
Nice, nice. It's been a great show here. Who do you think will win?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Jakob. Yeah.
Okay, Domin Skofic votes for Jakob. Let us know what you think in the chat. Thank you very much, Domin. Okay, now Mikhail Chernikov starting on the men's route with Aya Ono from Japan on the right-hand side of your screens. Okay, just an update. Apologies for the confusion. I did tell you the finals were starting at 5 PM local time. It's actually going to be 4 PM local time, as stated on the IFSC website. 4 PM here. We are 8 hours ahead of UK time, 7 hours ahead of Central European time. So I believe it'll be 9 AM in the morning in Central European time for the finals that will take place at 4 o'clock. The finals will be taking place alternative, 1 male, 1 female, 1 male, 1 female, or vice versa. So that, just to clarify, 4 p.m. local time. Mikhail Chernikov on the wall now. He starts in the end of the route section. He's just got about 3 climbs to go, 3 moves to go before he gets to the top of the end of this route section. This is where Domoskovic just got to. Jörg Verhoeven just got to the red section, the red volume. It would be great to see somebody get onto the next area of the route so we can show you guys. There you can see on the big screen the big wide shot of the venue. He's going to go up to that red volume and diagonally then up left to round to the left hand side of the wall, and that's where he will be aiming for, as I speak again too early. So now we're reaching the halfway stages and the routes are going to be cleaned. So what we're going to do now is try and show you what results we're having so far. So there's going to be about a 10-15 minute break, just while the climbers, just while the route setters and officials jump in and get the routes cleaned. So far, Domoskovic and Jörg Verhoeven, the top 2 climbers on the men's category. There you can see the first 9. We've had 13 climbers climb so far, so we'll just wait for this page to scroll through. 42 at the moment is the highest. There you can see the bottom 3 climbers. Mikhail Chernikov's climb just not quite added yet. And that is the men's. Let's quickly have a look at the women's. And there you can see Mathilde Beaumange, top at the moment with 39 plus. Barbara Bakker, Jenny Levada, Maya Vidmar, the top 4 there. Now it's the top 8 to qualify. And I've just pounced on Mathilde Beaumange here in the audience. Mathilde, you're currently top after halfway. How was your climb?
Nice. I was pumped and I climbed until I was too pumped, so it's cool.
Did you like the route?
Yes, a little bit physical, but nice. It was nice.
Okay, in your own preferred language, do you want to say hello to anybody at home?
In my language? Ok. Bah, salut tout le monde en Belgique et à Bruxelles. Voilà.
Okay, I'm not sure what she said, but thank you for talking to us. Well done. Mathilde Beaumange. So we're just going to wait for the routes to clean. There's not much we can show you at the moment. Just bring you up to date with what we're doing here on IFSC TV. We've got the finals starting at 4 p.m. local time. So it's currently 11 a.m. in the morning here. So in 5 hours time, the finals will be starting. Now, if you go onto Facebook and follow the 247.tv page, that is our company. We bring you all the webcasts. We will be tweeting there, giving you up-to-the-minute updates of when we'll be going live. I still need to confirm with the organisers if they're showing the athletes at 3:30 or not. So if you jump on board Facebook, like us, and you'll get all the live information when we're starting, but the climbing will start at 4 p.m. Then that will conclude our second competition here in Asia, and we have a little bit of admin to do here before we shoot off to Japan to complete our Asia tour for the third competition in 20 days, live from Asia. And we're bringing you the last Leeds World Cup in Asia before we head over to Cranj for the 17th and 18th of November. 16th and 17th of November for the last IFSC World Cup this year. If you've missed any of the World Cups and you want to see how these climbers have got on this year, jump onto the YouTube channel of IFSC. Just go to YouTube, type in IFSC channel, and there you can see all the competitions. You can see little interviews we've had with the president of IFSC and other interviews and other little videos that have been put on by other sponsors from the IFSC. Big thank you to Top 30, the main sponsor and partnership of IFSC, who've helped fund most of the World Cups here, or you see around the world. And a big thank you to all the federations that have looked after myself and my team, and all the organisers and cameramen this year have looked after us.
항구도시 목포에서 열리고 있는 2012 IFSC 스포츠 클라이밍 월드컵입니다. 세계로 뻗어가는 한국의 토종 기업 폴핑의 공지권을 받고 있습니다. Here is 2012 IFSC Mokpo Sports Climbing World Cup. In the semi-final, the lead is going on.
I've just jumped into the climbing fans audience and found the president, Marco Scolari, talking to his compatriot Jenny Levada. Can I just interrupt you, Marco?
Sure.
How are you?
As long as you don't ask what we were talking about.
Okay, I won't ask what you were talking about. How are you, Marco?
Very good, yeah. This is the second round of the Asian Tour, and yeah, I mean, I enjoy this event and really enjoy the atmosphere, but also I really appreciate this infrastructure, which is amazing. Actually, it was built by the city to host international events. This is just the first event that is running here, and it's absolutely great. Yesterday I had lunch with the mayor of the city as well as with the president of the National Olympic Committee, and I can tell you there are two good news. One is that the intention is to run an event, a World Cup or something like that every year. So this is good because I think it's a nice place. And the second is that climbing has been included in the national games in Korea, which is really the highest recognition for the sport. So I think that we are here at the right moment.
That's fantastic news to hear. When we arrived here 3 days ago to check out the route, we could not believe this brand new structure has been built purposely for this event.
Yes, actually, you see the profile and the wall. Clearly, this wall is a high-level competition wall, so it can be used for training and for events. So I think. But there is another thing that maybe you have not said. Is the quality of the band here. I mean, the internet. That's why we are able to broadcast this in
HD.
Yeah. This is something amazing, huh?
Yeah, this is the fantastic fact that we come to Korea and they have given us the best internet connection I've actually personally used Personally at home I have a fast internet in England, but nothing compared to this. It's fantastic that we are able to bring HD coverage live from Asia to around the world, live.
So it is a good lesson for all us Europeans that we think to be at the lead. Actually, sometimes we have to learn something elsewhere, but also a good lesson for all organizers that sometimes are not so prompt in offering us the best band.
That's it. It's a big shout out to all the organisers. Let's try and follow suit on Korea. We've got the best coverage here for bringing you, like in Paris, the HD webcast on YouTube and IFSC. The event is really well dressed as well. If you go into the town in Mokpo, you can see banners around the whole town advertising.
Yeah, this is a good point, because sometimes we are accused, the FSC is accused to go to small cities rather than the big cities. But you know, when you go to a city like Mokpo, which is 250,000 inhabitants, which is quite popular and known around the world because they had the Formula One Grand Prix. It happened just last week. You have the impression that you have the city behind you. And when you go to a big, really large city, you are lost somewhere. Imagine if you go to Shanghai or Beijing or even Paris. Well, we could see some advertising in Paris, but when you go to a city 10 million inhabitants where you're just an event, lost in, you know, they are used to have so many events. So, well, why not persevering in going to places like Mokpo or other small cities where actually the people love us and we are the center of their attention.
Well, that's very true. And well, we've got many years to come here. And as you said to me last night, it's a very small sport. We're a very young sport. We've only been formed for a matter of years. The opportunities are endless, and let's see where we go.
Yeah, well, I want also to tell you the story. In the opening ceremony was quite funny, because we had the concert, the gig of this group that, well, actually I think nobody knows in Europe, but here they were so popular, and we had to leave the arena because the girls were crazy. You know, it looked like you know, in the UK Beatles time.
It was like Take That or Westlife, but in Asia.
And unfortunately I had to leave, but I really appreciated this combination. You know, this is a young sport, and this is done for the youth. We know that everybody can practice it, but these competitions are always a celebration of the youth. So combining with this concert was really amazing.
It was great to see. Like, there was probably nearly 2,000 people here in the arena just watching the venue. We had fireworks, we had a great parade of all the athletes. If you missed the opening ceremony, incidentally, you can watch that on the IFSC YouTube channel and just see how amazing the actual whole competition here has been. And we've still got one more cup in Asia to come.
Yeah, we still have to go to inside next weekend, and well, this is a very convenient. The competition is running in a very convenient location because it's very close to Narita Airport. So this time they will not have to travel or to drive to attend the event. So I think that it will be a good end of this Asian tour. And you know, it's interesting because I try to investigate whether the European climbers were tired or they were complaining about the fact of staying basically 3 weeks, actually 3 weeks in Asia. And all of them said, well, maybe we are tired, but this is actually what the Asians are doing all year long. So it's nice really to hear that there is a sort of solidarity between different continents.
That's also nice. It's also good for the fans. I know we met a lot of Australians out in Singapore for the Youth World Championships, and it's nice because they really watch our webcasts all around the world, and they have to get up at stupid times or late at night. So it's nice for over here at this side of the world to actually watch it live at their time zone.
Yeah, what is interesting is also that when we go to statistics of our Facebook pages, well, often we are accused to be Eurocentric, but then when you go to statistics on the Facebook pages, you see that the majority of fans or those who like it and so on are out of Europe. So the European must wake up, I think. Well, actually now must wake up because it's still night, but when they wake up, they they really need to go there and like the pages.
We really all need to tell our friends around Europe to get up and start liking our pages and watching, because we do have a few regulars in the chat, a few regulars who watch, but a very small minority compared to the rest of the world who's putting Europe to shame.
Yeah, actually, the chat is a very nice thing, but usually only a few.
Of course.
There are some addicted to chat, and some veterans, they go there every time, and sometimes I go there as well. I cannot reveal my nickname, but anyway, it's very interesting and nice, but they have to go out then and talk to their friends and see, go and like, because the more likes we have on the Facebook pages, the more strength, the more power we will have to convince the IOC to accept climbing for the Olympic Games, for sure.
For sure. Incidentally, if you are big fan of climbing, sport climbing is trying to get into the Olympics 2020. I know I keep going on about this, but I will keep going on at this until you all like it. Go on to Facebook, go to Facebook/sport climbing. That is the IFSC official Facebook page. Like it. If you go on there this weekend, there is a link to the Sport Media website where the Sport Media website is having an internal vote to see which sport should be competing. You may go in there and you'll see roller sports or karate being high up in the percentage. That is just simply because we have not got enough sport climbers clicking the votes yet, but I endeavour to make this a priority, and we'll raise the bar and the percentage so it at least tackles that vote to a smaller margin. Roller hockey or roller sports, it's also there, but let's say we all like having a roller skate once in a while, but it's not a real sport that you use every single day. Like climbing is an actual bodily function which we use, and that is why we think we should be in the Sports Olympics. That might be biased from me. Marco will shoot me down now. What will you say?
No, I would say that I think that roller sport is a great sport. Actually, they have several disciplines. President and General Secretaries are Italian, so they are good friends. It's a great sport. Basically, I believe that I'm convinced that all the A sports, which are in the short lead, deserve the Olympic Games. Unfortunately, there is only one place available, and all of them are great sports, really. Could
we replace running?
The what?
Could we replace running in the Olympics?
No, I don't think so, because we are proposing lead. So actually, if you had proposed speed, maybe.
No, not speed. Running, athletics.
No, exactly. If we had proposed speed, then we could have replaced Usain Bolt and 100 meters. But since we are proposing lead now.
Okay. I think I'm getting a bit off the subject. Thank you for talking to me, Marco, and enjoy the rest of the competition. Okay, that was Marco Scolari, the IFSC president. So the route's just coming to an end from being clean now, and then we'll be going on to the second part of the lead semi-finals. If you've got any questions, please get them into the chat. Let me know what you think.
앞서 진행됐던 경기의 중간 성적이 보여지고 있습니다. 현재 여자 1위에는 마틸드 브루그너 선수가 차지하고 있습니다. 벨기에 선수죠. 그리고 4위, 9위를 한국 선수 노혜미, 김민경 선수가 차지하고 있고요. 12위에 김소라 선수가 올라 있습니다.
Okay, so we're just coming to an end of the live webcast here. Sorry, the end of the route cleaning of the live webcast. We're about halfway through the semi-finals. Going to give a few shout-outs now. Ashley Scott watches us religiously, as does many of our other fans. He's requested a shout-out, so hello to Ashley Scott in England. Thank you for following us. If you're watching us on the replays, you should be watching us live and you can get a shout out as well. Where else are people watching it from around the world? Let me know. I'll pass on the messages. Ryan, I will talk to Sean McCall later if I get the chance. And that was a request from the chat. Was Betty Spaghetti, I think you're from Australia. Were any records broken again? Only a record by myself, by not sleeping again. There was no records broken in the speed qualifications or speed finals. I think Zinning is definitely the city or the location for IFSC World Cups records to be broken. I believe it's 2 years in a row now that the world record has actually been broken. Last year the women's beat 9 seconds. This year they broke 8.33 seconds. In the men's they broke 6 seconds here, so definitely the city to get world records broken. Over here in Korea, a lovely location just above sea level here. It was high altitude in Zinning. I'm not sure if that has any factor to do with it. It was a lot colder last night when the finals were run. That could be a factor, but there was no records broken here yesterday. If you missed the records, if you missed the speed finals yesterday, you can watch the replays on YouTube. You can also watch all the other things I will keep telling you until everybody starts viewing our coverage and makes it go viral. Hello from Brussels, 4:22 in the morning. I hope you had a good night last night and that's why you're still watching, or you're just an avid fan. Well, thank you for watching. That is class in the chat. A very good statement there from PA. The cleaner is not breaking any speed records. I do think he could be breaking the record for the slowest clean, though, of any route setting. Fortunately, he's only got 2 more holes to clean because no other climbers have reached past that red volume. He's on about, I think, hole 39 42 to go for him. Unless he's actually going to climb the route himself and try and top out. Hello to Campbell. Is that Campbell from Australia? Did we meet in Australia? I haven't forgot about your t-shirt request. Bear with me on that one. It may even happen next year if I can't get it complete this year, but I will get you your t-shirt. Okay, good news, climbing fans. The route cleaner has reached the top section. This will be cleaning his last couple of holds. Hope you've enjoyed this route cleaning. It's I've been able to bring you this route cleaning live in HD, and you can really see the technique he's been using here. He's went very smoothly through that roof section with that little brush in his left hand. Sometimes using his right hand to clean the holds, but making sure he's done a thorough job, and thank you very much for cleaning their very dirty holds. I mean, wow. So the sun is coming out here in Mokpo, Korea. Mokpo hosted the Formula 1 last week, had the world's fastest men in 4 wheels. Yesterday we saw the world's fastest men climbing vertically. Probably not as fast as me, but I couldn't compete yesterday, unfortunately. Footage still to come of me and Dan climbing. Long-awaited footage will be online very shortly. And the route cleaner just double checking if he's cleaned enough. Come on down, come on, down you come, mate. I think they're clean. I think he's just having a play, really. Just coming to the end of the route cleaning. I've just grabbed Jörg Verhoeven. How are you?
Fine, how yourself?
Yeah, very good. What do you think of the route cleaning? It's very nice.
Oh yeah, it's a specific Korean artificial climbing. It looks really nice. It takes ages, but yeah.
How was your climb?
I'm not really satisfied, but I didn't make any major mistakes, so about in the middle, you know.
What do you think of the venue here? Nice conditions?
Yeah, definitely. It's getting warmer and warmer. Like in the morning it was cold. We thought we'd get cold fingers, but no, it's no problem.
I want to bring to your attention, yesterday you mentioned it's a bit salty in the air.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Simon put a lot more choke on the holds than yesterday, because nobody seems to have any problems.
In the chat they mentioned we had the Youth World Championships in Singapore on the beach.
Yeah,
20 metres.
Terrible.
But no, they had no complaints.
Okay.
It was fantastic. So we actually think that you were just complaining.
Yeah, it's probably true.
Okay, well thanks for talking to us.
No problem.
Okay, that was Jörg Verhoeven from the Netherlands. And we have open routes. And our cameramen are back in play, and we're going to be waiting for our climbers just to come out next. We'll be having our first and only climber from Norway on the men's route. Magnus Mokpo will be starting on the men's route. And Han Suran from Korea, who's out now on the women's route. So here we go, back underway. Magnus Mokpo and Han Suran of Korea. So now we're into the business end of the semi-finals. Let's have another roundup. Who do we think will go through to the finals? Let's give me your top three. Your top three for the end of the day. Okay, both climbers about the same area on the wall, just approaching the first steep overhang before we go to the full-on horizontal roof. You can see that crane shot coming into play. We'll be taking them feeds later on tonight for the finals. So that lower black volume was where Diamond Skopich said he had the problem first. That was a tricky section that he's got through Magnus. It was the red section that he'll be climbing up to next. Towards the top end of the roof, which is where Diamond Skopich said he had the problem. He went too far and did not clip Earlier enough, he went 2 moves too far. Hansaran just taking her time, very steady. So again, the same section. It's around 42. Magnus Mokpo takes his tumble. So that's the section. We want to see somebody completing. Out next for the women, Yuka Kobayashi.
IFSC Mokpo Sports Climbing World Cup. And the competitors climbing down are quickly climbers.
Urban Primovic on the wall on the left-hand side. Young climber. It's been great to see him himself and Domen Skofic from Slovenia coming through. Only both 18 years of age. Very good climbers at such an early age. We'll see them in years to come. Someone in the chat has mentioned that Ramon is the strongest climber in the world. Obviously, because I'm not in this category. But they think he'll win. Now, is that taking into account his performance last week and he's a lot to prove? Or generally, is he back on form? He won gold in Perth and Atlanta. And he's always been there or thereabouts at the top end of the lead table. He's the world #1 on the rankings. And he's definitely got the ability. He is tremendously strong. I was speaking to Tony last night, his coach. Ramon does not actually go to an actual climbing gym to train. He only trains on like a small section of a room, about the size of an average living room. an average living room in Britain, that is. I'm not sure what the average size is in some parts of the world. Probably about a 10-metre square room at best, bouldering room, and that is how he trains for lead, going round and round. So Ramon, one of the strongest climbers, as people say in the chat, does not even train on a proper lead wall, and he's one of the best climbers in the world. So let us know what you think. Will he win? I personally fancy Satsuyama, but I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. He started the season well. He hasn't won gold since the opening 2 World Cups. So I'm just taking a bold statement out there. Jakob Schubert, he's got a bit to prove. He hasn't won a gold medal in the World Cups for the lead. He obviously won the World Championship. Then there's last week's champion, Sean McCall. He's definitely on form this year. But at the moment, Yuka Kobayashi doing very well on the women's route now. She's on the roof. Let's watch how she does. I won't say too much. Unlucky for Urban. That'll be his competition over. And that is also the end for Yuka Kobayashi. So these semi-finals, we're now into the business end, and we really want to see somebody get past this roof section. Okay, Thomas Taupom from Germany. Great to see the Germans have made it here for the second Asian World Cup. Fortunately not available to come last week. He was actually ill last week, Thomas, according to Aaron, his coach. So he's recovered and he's here for the World Cup here in Mokpo, Korea. Helen Janikot burst onto the IFSC World Cup this season this year with a gold in Brion Som. Only 18 years of age, a very strong climber, still just learning the abilities of lead climbing at a World Cup competition. It's been a long season for her, and at such an early age. Her performance is very strong, but still has a lot to learn in the stamina of maintaining her high performance throughout the whole season. Let's hope she can get into the straight successive finals. She's winning every final so far this year. This is great climbing from Helene. Come on, Ale. Oh, I apologise. I put her off there. I feel quite bad now. But there you go. It can be done past that red volume. Helene Janicott, the highest climber so far in the women's section. Mario Dexter here on the men's route.
나오게 됩니다. 여러분 끝까지 많은 관심으로 함께 해주시기 바랍니다. IFSC
Charlotte de Roof starting the roof section of the women's climb, 21 years of age. Came third, Chamonix. Was it Briançon this year? It's her best performance this year. So that's the end of Charlotte's climb. She did well there, coming to the end of the roof section as well. Still waiting to see anybody from either route break onto the last slab section of the wall. Akito Matsushima from Japan on the men's route. Now he's at the section, this is what Dominic Scoffridge was mentioning earlier. His 3-hole changeover, where he had a little bit of trouble just next to this black volume. It looks quite simple watching Akito. Just moving around this volume. As Magdalena Rock from Austria joins the party. So now we're into the business end, and now we're going to start seeing who has made it into the finals. There's 8 climbers after Magdalena in the women's section. And there's 8 climbers after Akito on the men's. So after every climber next, we'll be seeing who has got the minimum of 8th place. And we'll be starting later on this afternoon here in Korea for the finals of the second Asia World Cup of IFSC lead season. Well, this is great climbing. I was just holding off before I mentioned anything. Magdalena Rock here, setting the example. Come on. Come on, Magdalena. Wow. Very well done. That's a great start from the Austrian. That set the bar a lot higher. So that last section, she was only about 5 moves away from topping out here in the semi-finals. She will definitely be in the finals later on. Well, it's a bit actually early for me to say. She'll be definitely, there's still 8 climbers to go, but everyone now has to climb higher than she has just climbed. Well done to Magdalena Rock. Over on the men's section, Stefano Solfi, bronze medalist last week. Best performance for him for a long time in an IFSC World Cup. Looking to match his performance last week. He's taking his time, he's having a rest. Good effort from Stefano. We'll have to wait how the next seven climbers do to see if he has got a position in the finals. Evgenia Malamed now from Russia, looking to make her mark. So she's the 8th last climber to start. So now we're going to see which climbers are going to make it through to the IFSC World Cup final here live in Mokpo. Magdalena Rock just set the standard. So Magdalena Rock currently the lead on the women's with 45 and about 7 holes higher on the climb, maybe 6 or 7 holes higher to the next climber in the women's category. And the men's, it's Magnus Bigbo and Stefano Gisolfi, who are in the same sort of area, about 45, 44 holes that they need to be beaten to secure a place in today's final. Final take place 4 hours from now. Currently 12 o'clock or just gone here in Korea, and 4 p.m. here will be the finals. Manuel Roman from France climbed very well in the qualifications. Really set the standards high. He was the first to top out on qualification group 1 early on the qualification route. All of the next climbers on the men's top both of their qualification routes coming out. So they've all got the potential to make the top here. The routes here for the men's is 8C, and Evgenia Malamed just comes off a 8B route. So that is her out of the finals this evening. Magdalena Rock, I think, is quite clearly secure now.
Right side, Katharina Busch from Austria.
Katerina Porsche is about to climb, but we're just going to stay full screen for a moment on Manuel Roman. He's through that red volume section. Let's just stay with Manuel before we cut over to split screen. Okay, well, he's lunged for that green hold onto the slab section, and he could definitely be in the final. We have to wait to see. I'm pretty sure he's got the highest now, along with Magnus Midway. But here we are, Katerina Pusch on the women's semi-finals. So now Katerina, and then 5 more to climb. Sorry, 6 more to climb after Katerina. Compatriot Magdalena Rock, the highest swimmer, highest woman in the competition so far. She will be in the final. 45 is the benchmark to beat. And Katerina is going to be also joined by her compatriot, the world champion from Paris. Currently number 3 in the world, Jakob Schubert.
Was all in from the first time that I heard Nelly Mel's first line. Fast forward and the kid got a blue now. Down the law and rocket in the blue now. 4 killer, this is what we do now. Battle in the subways, hopping that tail side. We pull off the marker. We stay out the city, not the block to the park. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside.
Paris World Championship. He was the first in the overall World Cup rankings last year. He won 7 World Cup stages, world vice champion and alpha.
represent. My reputation is all along the line. So we trying to be exquisite. When I'm on your neighborhood sound system, come from the visit. No need to ask who is it. Double Dutch bus type, no boy known as Shizzle. It's like that we use in the culture. Everything is coded to keep on composure. Your mouth is to chill when I'm in your vicinity, cause I'm a stage old for infinity. Certified, my status is so global. You ain't helping the movement, I don't know you. I'm talking about round the outside, the sound the whole world. We love to provide. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside. We in the house tonight. Couple of fans inside.
So now we have Joanna Ernst joining the party. Gold last week. Definitely on form. She'll be liking preferring the climate conditions to this. Yesterday morning she felt a bit cold. Last week she won in the cold. It's a lot warmer this afternoon here in Korea. Sun is shining behind the wall. There's the two Austrians right there ascent. Jakob Schubert looking strong. Come on, let's see if you can do it, mate.
She was the winner of the lead World Cup in 2008, 2009, European champion in 2000.
There we go, he's through that section. Come on, Jakob. Wow, what a fantastic climb there from Jakob Schubert. Only 3 holes away from topping. Jakob Schubert yesterday competed in the speed qualifications. Got a personal best of just over 12 seconds. He doesn't compete, he hasn't competed in speed for over 2 years. So he's definitely feeling fit here in Korea. Looking to podium again this week. But here's someone who took the podium last week, Joanna Ernst. Gold medal in sitting the first IFSC Asia Tour. As the crowds start cheering for another Korean, Min Hyun-bin. Nice composed climbing here from Jana. There, she's just one more clip to go before she reaches the last ascent to the final. To the top, sorry. She's in the final with this climb. Let's come and see if we can see the top here from last week's champion. She's really back on form this year, Joanna. And they're pumped, but she'll be pleased with that. So, Joanna Ernst and Magdalena Rock, they're definitely through into the final. If you want to have a look at any of the results, just pop over to the IFSCclimbing.org website. You can get all the live results as they're coming in, or just minimise your webcast and you'll see them coming in as we get them from the IFSC webcast on this scores tab. Nina Markovic joins the competition in the semi-finals. Just getting past that red volume at the end of the roof section will be her target to get into the final. She doesn't know that though, being in isolation. She'll be wanting to top out. We do want to see at least one top here in the semi-finals. Min Hyun Bin now reaching the section where it's caught out a lot of the climbers. Looking strong. It's made the grip to that green hold. Needs to make the clip now. There he goes, rearranges his body. Got the grip. He's looking strong. This is where Jacobs fell. He's through to that section. He's going to clip again. Well, we'll see him in the final, representing Korea. Great climb from him. As we look at Mina Markovic, steadily climbing. Still got a long way to go, reaching the steep overhang of over 45 degrees, I think, this section, before we get to the horizontal, almost horizontal roof section. where we'll find the red volume coming to our screens. And that's where she'll have to get past to make sure she's secure of a place.
Alright,
well done to Mina. Not topping, but matching Magdalena Rock's standard. She'll be in the final. Roman de Grange. See if he can get past this roof section. So next hold will secure him a final. So now, on the men's side, going to be another Japanese climber, Sachiyama. Let's see how good he is, having had a little break. Not been competing here in Xining last week. We're going to his country for the World Cup next week. He'll want to set the benchmark here in Korea. Cameraman just going a little bit crazy there. Come on, guys, let's hear it in the crowd. Let's hear it on the chat. Let's hear it on the website if you're watching the replay. Sachiyama, Kira Noguchi. Let's try and get two tops out of these. We're now coming to the very end of the semi-finals. Just got 3 climbers left on the women's and 2 after Sachi. We have on the men's Sachiyama. They're both in the roof section here. Here's the routes. They're both coming to the end of the roof section. They're going to. Sachi's going to go off to the left. Akira off to the right. It's these two volumes where they have to change all their hands around. Sachi's got a grip, he's got over off the roof section onto the slab. Akeo's through the red volume. So now they go, both going to go their separate ways. Well held onto there by Akeo. Just taking time to rest, stretching the arms. Sachi just holding on, still not fully over the roof section. He's got the grip, he's back out. Come on guys, let's get a top. Okay, Sachi's gone. Here we in the final. As I look up to see where he went wrong. Take a cheeky peek of the final. Watch his compatriot, Kia Noguchi. She's in the final. These are two of my dark horses. I think Kia was going to get bronze position today, but I think I'm going to change that to Jana Ernst after see her climb. Sachiyama looking strong. He can still win the men's, but we've got the world champion still to come. Sorry, the world #1 in Ramon, Julien Poublon. And last week's winner, Sean McCall, still to come out on the men's semi-finals. Okay, so Sean McCall here, steadily climbing. He's quite a fast climber. He's going to try and race up to the top of this route. He's going to need his energy at the top there where he changes over on that roof section. Momoka Oda. Beautiful climber. Very smooth. Awesome to watch. Another one of the climbers on my shortlist for a podium. So we're approaching the section now for Sean McCall. He needs to make his mark. He's going to get up to his red volume and readjust his body to go further out of the roof section. It's almost horizontal to the ground here. Momoka Oda just starting the roof section. Got the grip. He's moved through that zone very quickly. He is a fast climber. He's made that look easy. Come on, Sean. Ah. Well. Good effort. He'll be in the final. Momoka Oda now. She's approaching this big red volume. One more male climber to start in the form of the world #1, Ramon from Spain. But we're staying with Momoka Oda here for the roof section.
준비하고 있는 남자 선수, 스페인 선수입니다. 스페인의 라몬 줄리안. On your left side, Ramon Julian from Spain.
Momoka Oda doing well. She's escaped the red volume. Moving up to the roof section. Sorry, out of the roof section. Onto the last slab, where she goes over to the right. We will join Ramon in a second. Let's just see how far Momoka goes. And there she goes. So Ramon Julian Publanc, Spanish hero, a big fan base around the world from climbing fans. He's one of the strongest. If anyone can do it, but it needs to be him as the last male climber out here in the semi-finals. And then we'll be going through the results after we finish these semi-finals to see who is in the finals. It starts at 4 p.m. local time. We are coming up to 1:45 here in the afternoon. We'll have a 3-hour break after this finals before we start with the finals at 4 p.m. So Ramon making steady effort up the wall.
7, Ramon Julian from Spain. His world ranking #1 and his World Cup ranking is #1. Please give him a big hand for Ramon Julian.
Kick it on. Seems like we got to seems like we got to continue showing that we.
Dinara Fakutanova. Fantastic climbing yesterday in the qualifications. Topped one and narrowly missed topping the second. Wanted to improve a lot from last week after a terrible slip on a hard problem in the Zinning finals, where she's quite a petite climber. Didn't have a good grip when she lunged out to catch the grip on the hold on the volume, and fell at an early stage. So disappointing for her, but she came back fighting yesterday in the qualifications and really set the standards for herself and the competition. So we wanted to do the self another final this week here in Asia, as Ramon approaches the end of this red volume section. This is where it's been affecting some of the climbers. This is the tough section. He's looking strong, just like Sean, smoothly through that section. It's all about getting your feet and your hands in the right position, and he made that look easy. Come on, Ramon, show us how it's done.
Semi-final of 2012 IFSC Mokpo climbing World Cup. We have 2 men left and 2 women left.
So Ramon, he's looking strong. Highest so far, and we're going to see a top. This will make the routers happy. He's there, and he's got it. Just needs the clip. Well done, Ramon Julien Pugronk. Are we going to see a top? Are we going to see, is this the gold medalist coming down? It's the semi-finals. Well done. So now, that completes the men's, and what a fantastic semi-finals that was. We've had it all, and now let's concentrate on the women's. Dinara Fakutanova. Second from last climber. Just the home favourite, Kim Jae-in, to come out next.
The semi-final for men is all finished. 러시아 선수가 경기를 치르고 있습니다. 러시아의 다이아나 마카레니노바 선수. 김자희 선수입니다. 잠시 후에 경기를 시작하도록
Well, that completes Dinara's climb, and now the crowd get wild. In the chat, watching outside the chat and here in Korea for Jae Kim, the queen of climbing here in Korea.
멋진 경기 보여줄 것을 기대하겠습니다.
Here she is.
김자희 선수에게 박수 보내주시기 바랍니다. 김자희 from Korea.
Expectations are huge here.
Kim Jae is the first in the world ranking, and she won the Paris World Championship, and she was second in the overall world ranking in 2011 and last year, she won 5 world stages as world vice champion. 선수님 여러분들 큰 박수 부탁드립니다. 지금 즐겼은 마지막 경기입니다.
Big shouts from the crowd here. Kim Jae-in looking to bring the medal home to Korea. She needs to get to the final first. She's approaching, this is the roof section. Just resting now as she comes to the end of the roof section. She's going to go round to the right. Not long to go now. Can Kim Jae-in be the only woman to top the route? The crowd are watching. The crowd are anticipating. Big cheers are coming. Only about 6 moves to go. That's the big red volume at the top there. The big red last hold. Kim Jae-in doing the splits. 14 metres up in the air. This is where she's got to get to. Red volume on the right hand, top right of your screen. Two moves to go. Wow, almost the top there. Congratulations to Kim Jae-in. She'll be disappointed she didn't get the top, but a very good effort from her. Well, that concludes the semi-finals. Let's just have a look at the results for the semi-finals and see which top 8 go into the finals. So we'll have a look at the men's first because they've finished. They should be up to date now. Our top 8 finalists. The first 8 on this page. Sean McCall scraping through there with a 44. Magnus Mokpo, Manuel Roman, Stefano Gisolfi, Sachiyama, Min Hyun Min, Jakob Chabert, and Ramon Julian Poublon, the only guy to top out this semi-finals. Great result there for him. So these guys did not match. Let's just have a look at the women's top 8. Now these are not official, there can be a complaint. Obviously Kim Jae-in's score is not on there, which means Mathilde Bermange is through, Dinara Pakutilova is through, Joanna Ernst is through, Akira Noguchi, Magdalena Rock, Mina Markovic, Mamaka Oda, and of course you've just seen Kim Jae-in. So we'll just take them graphics off now because they're not official and the audience are still looking. But we're going to say goodbye now. Thank you for watching the semi-finals. We'll be back in just under 3 hours time for the finals of the IFSC Speed and Lead World Cup in Mokpo.
Today, Top 30 is the only company in the world able to design, produce, set up and manage a top-level competition. Everything within the same company. Everything with the trustworthiness and professionalism that an official competition requires. Everything Top 30. Top 30. The heart of climbing.